Chen had planned hundreds of weddings, but the Rivera Castellano wedding was her biggest event yet. The outdoor venue sparkled with fairy lights, and everything was running perfectly, until she turned too quickly with a champagne tray and collided with a man in a designer suit. The golden liquid splashed across his chest, staining the crisp white shirt beneath his navy jacket. "Are you serious right now?" The man's voice was sharp and cold. Maya looked up into the angry face of Ethan Blake, the tech billionaire whose face had been on 3 magazine covers that month. His dark eyes blazed with irritation. "I'm so sorry. Let me help." "You've helped enough," Ethan snapped, brushing champagne droplets from his sleeve. "Do you have any idea how much this suit costs?" Maya's apology died on her lips. She'd been working for 16 hours straight to make this wedding perfect, and this entitled man was worried about his suit? "Actually, I'm a little busy saving a wedding right now. There's a bathroom inside where you can clean up." Ethan's jaw tightened. "Unbelievable." As he stormed away, Maya's assistant whispered, "Do you know who that was?" "Someone who clearly thinks the world revolves around him," Maya muttered, returning to work. She had no idea that this disaster would change her life. Maya woke to 347 text messages and a phone call from her best friend screaming, "You're famous!" The video was everywhere. Event planner destroys billionaire CEO with champagne. Her horrified face, the splash in slow motion, Ethan's expression of pure outrage. It had been viewed 12 million times. Her phone rang. It was her biggest client, Mrs. Ashford. "Maya dear, I saw the video. I'm afraid we need to discuss whether you're the right fit for my daughter's wedding." Across the city, Ethan sat in an emergency meeting with his PR team. His company Blake Technologies was about to launch Humiliates, an AI-powered event planning app. The launch party was in 3 weeks, and this video made him look like an arrogant jerk. "The internet thinks you're a snob who looks down on service workers," his PR director said bluntly. "We need to fix this before the launch, or Humiliates is dead in the water." Ethan rubbed his temples. "What do you suggest?" "We found out who she is. Chen, owner of Moments by Maya. Small but respected event planning company." His PR director smiled. "What if you two became friends? Show that it was all a misunderstanding. Better yet, hire her to plan the Humiliates launch party." "Absolutely not. Ethan, your app is designed to put people like her out of business. If she endorses it, that's powerful. And the redemption story would be gold for publicity." Ethan hated the idea, but he hated failing more. Maya stared at the contract on her desk. The number had so many zeros it made her dizzy. Ethan Blake's assistant had appeared at her office that morning with an offer. Plan the Humiliates launch party for a fee that would cover her rent for a year and save her business from the damage the viral video had caused. There was one catch. She'd have to work directly with Ethan and pretend they were friendly for the cameras. "This is ridiculous," Maya said when Ethan arrived for their first meeting. "Your app is designed to replace people like me. Why would I help you?" Ethan sat across from her, his expression unreadable. "Because you need the money. The video hurt your reputation. This is a way to fix both our problems." "You mean the video of you being rude to me?" "The video of you dumping champagne on me," Ethan corrected coolly. "Let's not rewrite history." Maya wanted to throw him out, but she thought of her staff, the bills piling up, the cancelled contracts. She thought of her dream of opening a second office, now slipping away. "Fine," she said. "But I plan this event my way. No interference from you or your tech brothers." "Agreed. As long as it's perfect." Ethan stood, extending his hand. "We have a deal." Maya shook his hand, ignoring the unexpected warmth of his grip. 3 weeks. Then we never have to see each other again." "That's the best news I've heard all day," Ethan replied. Neither of them believed it would be that simple. The photo shoot was torture. "Closer," the photographer instructed. "You're supposed to be friends, remember?" Maya shifted closer to Ethan on the bench, feeling the warmth of his shoulder against hers. They were at a coffee shop, staging a casual meetup for social media. The caption would be something about second chances and collaboration. "Smile like you don't hate me," Ethan murmured. "I'm trying." "Your face isn't helping." Despite herself, Maya laughed at her own joke, and the photographer's camera clicked rapidly. "Perfect. That's the one." Later, in Ethan's office reviewing venue options, Maya noticed him rubbing his temples again. Dark circles shadowed his eyes. "When's the last time you slept?" she asked before she could stop herself. Ethan looked surprised by the question. "Sleep is for people who don't have investors breathing down their necks. If this launch fails, I lose the company I built from nothing." For the first time, Maya saw past the arrogant exterior. "That's a lot of pressure." "It's business," Ethan said, his wall going back up. "Now about the venue, the Grandview Hotel or the waterfront center." But Maya had already seen something real in his eyes, and it made everything more complicated. Over the next week, their meetings became less hostile. Ethan actually listened to her ideas. Maya discovered he had strong opinions about flower arrangements, which was oddly endearing. When he smiled, really smiled, not his PR smile, his whole face changed. This was dangerous territory. Derek appeared at Maya's office with roses and his most charming smile, the same smile that had fooled her 3 years ago. "Maya, I made a mistake. I've been thinking about us. There is no us, Derek. You broke up with me via text, while I was planning your sister's wedding. I was scared of commitment. But seeing you on the news, seeing how successful you are." Derek stepped closer. "I realize what I lost." Maya felt nothing but anger. "You mean you realize I might be useful to you now? Get out." After Derek left, Maya sat at her desk, old wounds aching. She'd thrown herself into her business after that breakup, building walls so high that no one could hurt her again. That evening, scrolling through her phone, Maya stumbled onto an old article. "Texio Ethan Blake dumped by supermodel girlfriend. He loves his company more than me." The photos showed Ethan looking devastated while his ex posed with a new boyfriend at a premiere. The comments were cruel. Too boring for her. Money can't buy personality. No wonder she upgraded. Maya's perspective shifted. Maybe Ethan's coldness wasn't arrogance. Maybe it was armor, just like hers. The next day, when Ethan made a sarcastic comment about trusting people, Maya said quietly, "I get it. Being hurt makes you careful." Ethan's eyes met hers, surprised and searching. For a moment, neither of them spoke. "Yeah," he finally said. "It does." The pre-launch mixer was in full swing when Maya arrived with Jordan, a kind architect her friend had set her up with. Jordan was perfect on paper. Successful, attractive, interested. But Maya couldn't stop noticing Ethan across the room. His jaw tight as he watched her laugh at Jordan's jokes. When Jordan went to get drinks, Ethan appeared at her side. "Your date seems nice," he said stiffly. "He is nice. You should try it sometime." "What's that supposed to mean?" "Being nice, Ethan. You should try being nice." "I'm nice to you," he protested. Maya raised an eyebrow. "You called my color scheme aggressively beige yesterday." "Because it was." "And you called my speech robotic and soul-crushing." "Because it was." They were standing close now, voices low and intense. The air between them crackled with tension. Later, after Jordan had politely said good night, clearly sensing Maya's distraction, she found Ethan on the rooftop terrace. He was holding a champagne glass, staring at the city lights. "Ironic choice of drink," Maya said, joining him. Ethan smiled slightly. "Seemed appropriate." He paused. "I was jealous tonight. Of your date." Maya's heart skipped. "Why?" "You know why." Ethan turned to face her. "But it doesn't matter. You hate what I do. My app threatens your career. I'm terrible at relationships. And in 3 days, this event is over and we go back to our separate lives." "Right," Maya said softly. "All very logical reasons. So we agree it would be a disaster." "Complete disaster," Maya confirmed. They stood in silence, neither moving away. Maya. Don't, she whispered. Don't say something we can't take back. Ethan set down his champagne glass. What if I want to? Maya arrived early to drop off final seating charts when she heard voices in the conference room. The door was slightly open. Brilliant strategy, really, Ethan's business partner Richard was saying. Using Maya Chen's event to showcase how Eventees is superior. We've already reached out to her top clients. Once they see what our app can do, they'll drop her and sign exclusive partnerships with us. Maya's blood ran cold. Her contact list alone is gold, Richard continued. Thanks to this party, we'll have direct access to the city's wealthiest event clients. By next quarter, Moments by Maya will be obsolete, and we'll dominate the market. Maya waited for Ethan to object to defend her. The silence stretched. Just make sure it's done cleanly, Ethan finally said, his voice tired. I don't want legal issues. Maya's hands shook as she backed away from the door. He felt sick. Everything, the partnership, the friendly meetings, those moments on the rooftop, had been a lie. Ethan had been using her all along. She'd been so stupid. Again. By the time she reached her car, shock had turned to fury. Ethan Blake wanted to destroy her business. Fine. Two could play that game. Maya had 3 days until the launch party. 3 days to plan her revenge. She made a phone call. Derek. I know we didn't end well, but I need a favor. How would you like exclusive coverage of the biggest tech launch disaster of the year?